We are back with a more traditional F1 qualifying video, and here we are to talk about the Spanish Grand Prix, where we have a fourth different pole sitter in a row. And that fourth different pole sitter is, as you can see, Lando Norris in the McLaren, who takes his first pole of the season and second pole of his career, the other being at Sochi in 2021. He's had a few sprint poles in that time. No, I think he had more sprint poles than actual poles, but he gets his first official pole since then by 200 of a second in the end, extremely tight over Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. As I said, yeah, very, very close qualifying. The top six were all pretty close throughout the session. Eventually came down to the top two, and it was Lando Norris on top in the end in the McLaren. McLaren's first pole at Spain as well since Kimi Raikkonen in 2005, so it's been a very long time since they took a pole at Barcelona, the penultimate race, I should say, at least for the time being at Barcelona, obviously moving to Madrid in 26. And it's Lando Norris who takes the pole position, so a great result for him. Ahead of Max Verstappen, second in the Red Bull, just missed out on pole in the end, but still P2 is a good result for Verstappen, I'll definitely take that. Red Bull doing Red Bull things, being nowhere in practice and showing up in qualifying. But yeah, P2 for Verstappen, 200 off pole, definitely has a shot of winning the race tomorrow. Lewis Hamilton, third for Mercedes, his best qualifying of the season by far. Previous best was 7th, which is just shows how bad this year's been for Hamilton. It's good to see Hamilton back at the front again, at least challenging for at least a front row. Obviously, was quite a bit off in the end, but still P3, they're definitely a good result for him. And definitely has a shot of getting his first podium of the season, so we'll see how he does tomorrow. George Russell, fourth for Mercedes, completes a good day for Mercedes. That's definitely their best weekend by far. Third and fourth for them. Russell, P4, qualified by Hamilton for only the second time this year, but still not qualified nevertheless. P4 though, still decent qualifying for him. Ahead of Charles Leclerc, fifth for Ferrari, and a bit of a disappointment in the end. Ferrari looked quicker than the weekend, but then just as qualifying goes on, typical qualifying, they just tail off. So P5 for Leclerc, and yeah, 4 was that 3.5 tenths of pole, not good in the end for him. Ahead of Carlos Sainz, sixth for Ferrari, one of the two homeboys. P6, obviously potentially Sainz's last best chance of winning the Spanish Grand Prix. The weekend started off well. As it went on, he ended up getting worse and worse, and P6, not good for him. The gap between the two Mercedes and Ferraris, 35 thousandths. Extremely tight between those 4 cars. But still, we'll see what they can do in the race tomorrow. Pierre Gasly, 7th for Alpine. Great result for him. Round of applause for Gasly. His best result of the season in terms of qualifying in P7 by far. Alpine looking very quick this weekend. Definitely the 5th best team. And yeah, P7, great qualifying result for him. Ahead of Sergio Perez, 8th for Red Bull. Into Q3. Yes, let's go. Perez back into Q3 for the first time since Imola. Is it Imola? No, it's not even Imola. Imola, no. Yes, no. No, it's the race from Miami. Jeez, it's been that bad. Back into Q3. But he's going to start outside the top 10 anyway because he has 3 points penalty for the problems in, what was it? Canada driving the car back without a rear wing. Or a damaged rear wing, so. Yeah, Perez is not good for you. He's going to be P11, so not a great result for him. Head of Esteban Ocon, 9th for Alpine, good qualifying for him. First Q3 appearance for Esteban Ocon this season. Good result for him, and we'll start P8. So 7th and 8th for Alpine. Definitely a great position for them tomorrow. They definitely take advantage of that in terms of getting the points. Ahead of Oscar Piastri, good result for him. Ahead of Oscar Piastri, 10th for McLaren. Terrible Q3 at the end. After a good Q2, has an absolute stinker Q3. Track limits on his first lap, which ultimately didn't change much anyway because he would have been P10 if he kept that lap. And then ran off the track to the, coming into the entry of the penultimate corner, into the gravel, and that was that. So, yeah, not a good end to the qualifying session for Piastri, but we'll start obviously night after Perez penalty. Out in Q2, Fernando Alonso, the second of the home drivers, starts qualified in P11. Aston Martin, just a bit off the pace as we can. That's kind of where they've been, that 9th to 11th region for Alonso. And qualifies 11th, we'll start 10th though with Perez penalty. But yeah, P11, not the best qualifying for him. Ahead of Valtteri Bottas, 12th for Kick Sauber. Kick Sauber actually quick for once. Definitely the 7th best team this weekend, I'd say, are Kick Sauber. 12th for Valtteri Bottas. So maybe they can finally get their first points tomorrow. We'll obviously have to find out. But yeah, P12 for Bottas, great qualifying for him. Ahead of Nico Hulkenberg, 13th for Haas. Decent qualifying for him. Hulkenberg doing Hulkenberg things. Did mess up his second lap though, so he probably could have done a little bit better, but still P13, not too bad in the end for him. Ahead of Lance Stroll, 14th for Aston Martin. Okay, qualifying for him. 14th isn't that bad compared to where Alonso is. Only 2.5 tenths of his teammate, so P14. It is what it is for Lance Stroll. Ahead of Zhou Guanyu, 15th for Kick Sauber. First Q2 appearance for Zhou Guanyu, which means every driver has now got into Q2. So yeah, Zhou completes that list. P4 to P15. I mean, it wasn't too much better than that, but still, it's got to Q2, so that's something you can take at least. Not down Q1, ahead of Kevin Magnussen, 16th for Haas. Okay, qualifying for Magnussen, just typical back to the qualifying, 14th to 17th as well. You know when he qualifies, 16th, sums it up. Not more to say on that. Ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, 17th for RB. RB have taken the Aston Martin route of bringing upgrades and going backwards. They've got a big package. They've gone from being P9 to 12 to now P17 and 18. Absolute disaster for RB. Yeah, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but what's the next race? Austria, go back to the old upgrades because this has not worked at all. So 17th for Yuki Tsunoda, not quite for him. Ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, 18th for RB. Pretty much copy and paste of what I said about Tsunoda. RB absolutely have bottled it this weekend with these upgrades. 18th for Ricciardo, not qualifying for him. Ahead of Alex Albon, 19th for Williams, not qualifying for him. Williams again also struggling this weekend, really struggling. after 2 good weekends in Monaco, Canada, struggling here in Barcelona. First time this season, though, that Albon's been out in Q1. He's been 14th for most of it. Mir is out in Q1. He's been out in Q1 in every sprint, but in the actual qualifying and race qualifying, no, this is the first time, so not good for Alex Albon. That does mean only 6 drivers haven't not been knocked down Q1, which is kind of bad to think. Verstappen, Russell, both McLarens, both Ferraris, which is kind of bad to think. Albon, obviously, with that result, just takes it down to 6. Not qualified for him. Ahead of Logan Sargent, 20th for Williams. Just a standard Logan Sargent qualifying. See, the Joe Sargent's last this weekend is Logan Sargent in 20th place, so not good for him. So we'll see how that race goes tomorrow. Obviously, there's the potential for some rain tomorrow. We'll see if it actually does rain or not. But Barcelona tends to be a tyre killer, so we could have some strategy. Mercedes and Ferrari do have the advantage of having 2 cars in the fight instead of 1 compared to Red Bull and McLaren. So we could have an interesting race tomorrow. And I'm going to call it now. This year and next year's Spanish Grand Prix are going to be absolute bangers. And then we're going to go to Madrid in 2026, and it'll be one of the worst races of the season. I'm going to call that now. So go back to this in 2 years' time, and my prediction is going to look like gold. I'm going to tell you that now. Moving on to F2, obviously F2 and F3 back this weekend. And here is the results for probably the worst race of the season. It was absolutely god-awful. And Victor Martins, though, back to winning ways after his horrendous season. One of the championship favourites coming to this year, finally gets a win after starting second. First for him, very comfortable win from Victor Martins. Back-to-back wins for ART as well. So obviously, Sullivan winning in Monaco. P1 for Victor Martins, great result for him. And it's good to see him finally get a good result. Finally get a bit of luck and a good result. So great to see Victor Martins off the mark. And obviously, with a bigger triple header, momentum is key. And this could be the key. Maybe this could be the start of the championship fight back for Victor Martins. Ahead of Cushmany, second for Victor. Good race for him. Obviously, finished third on track. Promoted to second. And Alpine Junior 1-2. So that's something. Good day for Alpine. Overall, good weekend pretty much for Alpine. Well, F3 really not so much. But second for Cushmany. Great result. He makes his third podium of the year. Second or third podium of the year for him. Great result for him. Ahead of Juan Manuel Correa, third for Dabs. The good feel story here. Obviously, Correa, first podium since obviously the accident happened in 2019 at Spa. Obviously, his recovery from injuries, and he's finally back on the podium. Well, F2 times anyway. Actually, did he get a podium? Yeah, he did get a podium in F3. Podium here in F2 in third. Obviously, this is pre-penalty, so I don't know if anything's going to happen penalty-wise, but third place for Correa. Great result for him. Ahead of Paul Aaron, fourth for High-Tech, doing Paul Aaron things, just scoring points. Obviously, the championship leader, P4 extended championship lead, obviously starts on pole tomorrow, so he is looking like Aaron's definitely going to be, he's now definitely could have a good margin in the championship tomorrow, but yeah, P4 comes off for him to get good points. Jack Crawford, fifth for Dabs, good weekend for him. Dabs looking very quick this weekend. Obviously, third for Correa, fifth for Crawford, great result for him to get a good 4 points. Gary Bortoletto, sixth for Victor. His tyres were absolutely melted by the end of the race, went from third to sixth in about 11.5. Yeah, 6th place, still some points, not too bad in the end for him. Ahead of Isaac Agile, 7th for Campos. Okay race for him. 10th to 7th, a couple of points, not too bad in the end for him, for the man second in the championship. Ahead of Retoba Mayata, 8th for Rodin. Disappointing for him because he did finish second on track, had pace all weekend, was second on track, but 2 penalties in the end for track limits. As a result, only P8, but does get a point at least, so he got something out of it. But yeah, P8 for Mayata, not what he would have wanted. Dennis Hauger, 9th in the infamous, but Andrea Kiviantonelli, 10th for Prema. Speaking of Prema, Oliver Behrman, 21st in the end. Finished the race 22nd, was promoted to 21st after penalty, step penalty for Stanek. Yeah, Behrman absolutely nowhere all weekend. Zane Maloney, another one, nowhere as well. Yeah, 2 drivers having absolute stinker of weekends. Yeah, as a result of Martins and Correa's podiums, 16 out of the 22 drivers have podiums. And both Prema drivers don't have a podium. That just sums up for this season. The fact that both Prema drivers haven't got a podium yet is mental. Obviously, Antonelli being Antonelli and Behrman. Richard Verschoor is another one who hasn't had a podium yet. Obviously, he has been very unlucky in that Trident. Typical Verschoor things. The most unluckiest driver in history. You also have Mayata. Obviously, did finish on the podium today before his penalties. And then you also have Cordial and Villa Gomez. So, out of those 6, you can see 4 of those getting podiums. I keep saying penalties. Behrman, Antonelli, Verschoor, and Mayata can definitely get podiums this season. Cordial and Villa Gomez, probably not. But overall, an absolute stinker of a race. Let's hope the feature race could be a little more entertaining tomorrow. Moving on to F3, and we have another good field moment here, and this one was a much better race than F2. And you can see homeboy, Mari Boya, the home favourite, home countryman, the Spanish driver, wins the race after two of the Trident drivers absolutely imploding. We'll get onto that after I go through the results. But yeah, Mari Boya with the win, first win of the year for him. I think it's first podium as well. Of the season, yeah, great result for him. Took advantage and then never looked back. So yeah, great result for Mari Boya to get his first win after something that was last in practice. Wins the race, so a great result for him. Ahead of Alex Dunn, second for MP Motorsport. Great result for him. First podium of the year for Alex Dunn. first podium for an Irish driver as well. I think in especially in F3, but potentially GP3 as well. So, yeah, great result for Dunn on the podium. Took a quick weekend, gets a well-deserved podium, so great result for him. Ahead of Oliver Goethe, third for Campos. Great result for him. Goethe doing Goethe things, continues his point streak of scoring points every single race this season. P3 in that Campos. Great result for him. He'll definitely be happy with that here today to complete the podium. Ahead of Martinez Denchorn, fourth for High Tech. Good result for him. Yeah, a good haul of points. A bit of a up and down season for him. Ahead of Lawrence Van Hooipen, fifth for ART, doing Van Hooipen things. Points in sprint races, that's all he does. Ahead of Noel Leon, sixth for Armstrong. Great result for Noel Leon after starting like 14th or something. Maybe even lower than that. Come through and get P6. Good result for him. Ahead of Leonardo Fordaroli, 7th for Trident, doing Fordaroli things, scoring points as continuing his his championship point streak. That's pretty much it. Points finishing run, points is all but one race. Yeah, good result for him. Ahead of Dino Veganovic, 8th for Prema, good result for him from 14th to 8th. Good result for him to go good all points. Ahead of Arvid Lindblad, 9th for Prema, decent result, 11th to 9th, couple of points, not too bad in the end for him. Ahead of Tim Tramnitz, 10th for MP Motorsport, good result for the German after starting 16th, I think it was, or 15th, no, 16th. Gets a point, so not too bad in the end for him to pick the points in the end. Just ahead, as you can see, Christian Mansell, who obviously starts on pole tomorrow. And yeah, obviously we had 3 DNFs in the end. Nikita Vedran and Callum Voisin, who, no, that's it, 3, it was 5 DNFs in the end. Gabriele Mini, championship leader, Gabriele Mini collided with Sebastian Montoya. Obviously Montoya started 27th, was up to 12th, and they collided with a few laps to go. Kind of just hit each other and then punctured for Mini. Out and bang into Montoya. Game over for both of them. Disappointed for both those drivers. Weren't going to score points anyway, most likely. So, if they were, maybe a point. But so, not in the end of the world, but not what they wanted. Both for Gabriele Mini and Sebastian Montoya. First DNF of the season for them. And then you had, as I said, Callum Voisin and Nikita Vedran collided at turn 1. I think it went down as a Vedran incident because he got a penalty for it. So, for the race tomorrow, yeah, not good for both of those. Both Vedran and Voisin suffering their second DNFs of the season. And then Stanley Begotonov in the Trident, retiring after contact with his teammate Santiago Ramos. Begotonov, I don't know what he was doing, went down the inside, and then obviously realised he was going to miss the corner, went to the grass, took out Ramos. Puncture for Ramos, front left suspension damage for Begotonov. No result for Sammy. Fourth DNF of the season, and which is also fourth DNF of the season, and 4 DNFs in the last 5 races. Which just, yeah, he's having a terrible time right now. It might even be 5 DNFs, I can't remember. It's either 4 or 5. But yeah, he's having a terrible run right now. And it could have been easily a Trident 1-2, and with how the results were, it would have been a Trident 1-2. Instead, no win, no 1-2. Was it a 23rd and a DNF? So yeah, Megatonif is definitely not going to be in the good books of Trident. But yeah, the Bedroom Voicing incident happened at the same quarter. It was the same lap and corner as the Megatonif Ramos incident. It was the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing, but similar. But yeah. Not good for Trident. And yeah, the race itself was decent. Let's hope we have another good one tomorrow. But yeah, that was it then for Saturday in Spain. We have F1 Academy, which is about to start in about to start in a few minutes. I'm going to go watch that and then watch IndyCar later on. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all that. Check out these videos if you want to see anything else on this channel. And subscribe right there. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Sunday reaction. Until then, bye guys.